What is up, my kings, my queens, my royals in between? I'm Lord Rosnell. This is Pokemon Radical Red. We're still on our randomizer shenanigans. And if you missed last episode, you missed us take down the evil Whitney, make it to our new PB. We even took out Brendan without losing any Pokemon. That being said, I did some off-stream grinding because, who did we end up losing? We ended up losing Papa Bear to some BS. Then we ended up losing Rock off stream to a wild Kingler that literally killed us at the very end with Aftermath. I hate moves like that where it's like I get the win but you get the last laugh. I hate that. But we have a full team of 34. The Kingler that we picked up honestly kind of busted because it has huge power and it's all physical moves anyways, and triple dive is honestly kind of nuts. And our Ponyta evolved into Rapidash, which was actually pretty cool. I didn't think it was going to evolve so soon. It evolved at like 27. I don't know if it actually does that. Double berry effect. Oh, that's actually really good. And it's okay for now. It lacks in some PP, but you know, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. But we're hoping that we can make it through Lieutenant Surge without any real problems. I mean, probably not going to be the case because we lost our two best Pokemon, two of which would have been a huge help for Lieutenant Surge, but I guess we're going to just have to sit here and see. But either way, if you end up enjoying the content, definitely drop a like and a sub. It'll let me know I'm doing a good job. It'll let the algorithm know I'm doing a good job. Then you'll get to see more content like this. So more fan-made Pokemon games, more retro content, more Souls-like content. We got a little bit here for everybody. Against my better judgment, I'm putting Soft Sand on Mole Lady to hopefully see if we can't one-shot a couple more things with Dig. I'm hoping we can pull that off, but knowing my luck, it's not going to work out. I think next best is probably going to be Killer here. Not because Killer actually has decent moves, just Killer's probably the next like kind of bulkiest. So let's give you the best berries that we have. Oh, I do have 3 citrus. Okay. That being said, I'm going to give one to King here because King, it hits like a truck and I want that to keep going. And I'm also going to give the duck a citrus berry, which I might honestly put duck out front specifically for Surge. So we can have that set up for whatchamacallit, Stealth Rock. It probably won't help out a ton, but it'll be better than nothing. Alright, are all of you bosses or are you guys randomized? Okay, you're setting out a Wormadam, so I'm going to assume that you guys aren't bosses. So that makes things a little bit better for me. Do I actually have anything that's... you know what? It's neutral, and I already have the soft sand and this is stab damage. We'll go with it. Ayo, PX, how's it going? How was your Tuesday? Because it's got to be the start of your Wednesday at this point, right? Okay, well that's not going to be good. But I do have this para charge. Terrible. Well, I don't like hearing that. Absolutely terrible. What's going on that's making your day so terrible? Oh, right, and I charge off of that. Or heal off of that. Hell yeah. That's good news, at least. Alright, that's not enough of a heal for me to be happy. I'm going to go heal Mole Lady. Actually, wait, no. I'm going to assume that all of these guys are just random. Whatever. Alright, we're going to take King out for a spin, see what King does. Yeah, that's definitely a tough thing to handle, and only like a certain like kind of person can deal with that. And it's definitely one of those things where, like, if a person doesn't have a full cup of their own, they can't really give to others to help them out. And I'm sure she, you know, obviously didn't mean anything by it, right? It's more of a, she knew she couldn't help you in what you needed, and if she stuck around, and it was probably just going to be bad for the both of you in the long run. Definitely sucks to hear that, but that's probably more so of what it was, right? But it's like, I know I'm not a, you know, mental health professional. Wow, only one triple dive? Damn. I'm not a mental health expert by any stretch, but I'm always here for you, man. I'll put the caveat on, obviously we're in very different time zones. So there's a chance that I might not see your message as soon as you send it, but just know when I see it, I will 100% get back to you. Also, if you message me on Twitter, Twitter does not like to give me the notifications that I have been messaged. So if I don't answer through Twitter, don't think it's because I'm trying to ignore you. It's purely because Twitter sucks and it won't actually do me anything. Choose everything for me. It's again, I can't necessarily speak from experience. I'm not a mental health expert by any stretch, but it's like, I know it obviously feels especially hard right now type of deal, but over time the pain will lessen. Oh, I didn't mean to keep clicking, damn it. As time goes on, it's like things will get a little bit better. I'm trying to click away this stupid thing, and it's like not going away. And then it's like, oh, hey, you want to talk at this thing, right? Hate this puzzle. Yeah, time zone sucks. It's 1:20 in the morning here, and we're coming up in 3 hours. Guess no sleep today. Yeah, that's never any fun. I know I had a hell of a time falling asleep last night. Like, I laid down, I want to say around midnight, and I probably didn't fall asleep until like actually 3 in the morning. But I found Malcolm in the Middle on Hulu, and I was able to actually like watch that. And it's been so long since I've been able to watch Malcolm in the Middle. Plus, the new season of Malcolm in the Middle, I think either started filming or just got done filming. I can't remember which, but I'm excited for that to come back. But trust me, my guy, you got plenty to live for. It's not about, you know, living for someone else or living because someone else is there for you. You gotta live for yourself. And I would definitely highly recommend, if you're not already, definitely, you know, talking to a therapist or something like that, someone that will actually help you be able to properly unpack your thoughts and your feelings. Because like I said, I can sit here and I can listen to you and I can try and do my best to give you advice, but it's never going to be as good as a professional can give. All right, Serge, please don't have anything crazy. I would like to make it past Surge. I'm expecting to lose here because we have no idea what to expect. And of course you got 6. Okay, Pinchurin. And of course you start off with Electric Surge. Alright. There's a chance we immediately die. But we at least have our stone out. If we don't die here, we flip turn into Mole Lady. We don't die. Hell yeah, let's go. Well, my new PC and monitor here, hell yeah. Now I can see my Rainbow Six losses in 500 FPS and 300 hertz. See, that's something. All right. I was willing to risk that it was going to be a speed tie. I was willing to risk that it was going to be a speed tie because the odds of that at this point are probably pretty low. All right, we go for the dig. No Scald, get out of here. Dig, you dead? Raichu? I would imagine if it actually had Levitate, it would have not been hit by the Stealth Rock, right? Alright, so I'm hoping this thing doesn't have a... Oh, I eat a berry to take less damage. Let's go. Seeing a Alolan Raichu in old DS graphics is so weird. I will say, like, it is definitely very interesting to see a lot of the newer Mons come out in, like, 2D form when we're already, like, used to them being in a 3D form because that's all they've ever been. But I don't know what it is, but there's something about, like, these, like, Gen 3, Gen 4 graphics that are just chef's kiss. Just chef's kiss. That's the berry I was waiting for. You and your Shuckleberry. You can get the sugar right out of here. Ooh, Muddy Water probably gonna hurt. No, not enough for me to care. Send it. I still didn't finish Pokemon Scarlet. I enjoyed Pokemon Scarlet personally. It's laying here for like a year now and I got the entire DLC left. I know I have one part of the DLC that I haven't done because I couldn't figure out how to activate it at the time. Ooh, that hurts. All right, let's switch. All right, realistically, you're not going to use an electric move, right? Let's get the king out there. Was not expecting a Mega Evolution. I regret my decision. Though, that should be okay. All right, so here's the biggest problem, right? This is the Mega Evolution. He's probably going to use an electric move now, right? Right? So do I switch into... So do I switch into the Excadrill now? Avoid the electric damage? And hope that the Excadrill outspeeds? Which, let's be real, no. Because Mega Evolution. Oh god, what? Okay. Is there something we can do here? I don't think there's anything we can do. I think this Mega Evolution kind of throws a wrench in our entire plan and screws us. Honestly, I think I need to just full send Kingler. See... Okay, that's 72 speed. 83 speed, 67, 100. Okay. If we can figure out how fast this thing is, we might be able to gauge what we need to do. So we might have to sacrifice Kingler here. We might sacrifice Kingler here. I think we're going to sacrifice Kingler here. Okay, so faster than Kingler at 72. And special attack rose, which is not great for us. Ooh, you do have Stone Edge. Let's see if we can make this work. Be right back. Alright, I will read the other messages whenever you get back. Alright. It's fast. Okay, so he's just faster than us in general. Okay. That's 2 special attacks up. He already did essentially half of our health. Oh, that is not enough. All right, I'm gonna hope for a low roll, which won't happen. We're gonna lose Rapidash here. Yeah, that special attack's too high. Alright, we're gonna sacrifice Duck to see if we can't get a lucky flip turn. Okay, yeah, we're straight up screwed. We got nothing. Okay. I think I gotta go stab Fire Pledge. Volt Switch. Okay, that actually kind of helps us, if anything. Alright. Yeah, you having a Mega Evolution really bites us in the ass. Alright, please be faster. Of course you have... Well, okay. If we had Papa Bear... If we had Papa Bear, we might have been okay. God damn, that's so much damage. Is Pawmot that strong?
I guess you're gonna miss the panty.
Umberglue!
The what?
Umberglue, you came to watch us die! Umberglue! Welcome on in, everybody. Yep, and that's the end of the run. We made it to a new PB, so super stoked about that. But this is where it ends. This is where it ends. I'm okay with it. It is what it is. We've made improvements. That being said, I'm now very much considering not making this a Nuzlocke, because golly, what am I supposed to do against that frickin' Mega Manetrike? Like that's insane. Yeah, okay. But Umber, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you so much for the happy birthdays. Let me get you a proper shouty outy. Everybody coming over in with the raid, if you don't know who I am Lord Rosnell. I am a bit of a variety streamer, to say the least. We do a little bit of everything here. We do some Souls-like stuff. We do some fan-made Pokemon games, or fan-made games in general. Just there's so many Pokemon ones. That's mainly what we've been focusing on. And we do retro stuff. I'm also currently working through Cuphead, so if you like Cuphead, check that out. I'll be playing some of that on this Sunday. I normally would play it on Monday, but I had a migraine and I had to move that one. But I do have a plan coming up here in the near future. If you do especially like the Souls-like stuff, I plan on moving Elden Ring to Mondays, and me and my buddy Adam, we're going to do a seamless co-op of Dark Souls 3 on Thursdays. Should be a lot of fun. Also, Umber, thank you so much for the birthday sub. Thank you so much. Never heard of you? You know what? Now you have, Juicy. Now you have. But Umber, once again, thank you so much for the raid. I really do appreciate it. If you got to raid and run, gotta go take care of yourself. Gotta go take care of the doggos. And this goes for all the raiders as well. If you gotta go take care of yourself, go take care of yourself. You don't need to watch me. It's all good. It's all good. It's like, if you can leave a lurk up for me, cool. If you want to be extra cool and click the link in the pinned message and watch over on YouTube as well, which is generally going to be probably one of the more helpful things for me overall, because I'm trying to mainly focus on my YouTube for the most part. Ever since hitting YouTube Partner, thanks to all of you wonderful people, that's like my main focus at this point. But either way, once again, thank you for the raid. I need to restart this run. Let's see. Recent ROM. Alright, we made it further, but I'm definitely wondering if we need to not do this as a randomizer or not do this as a Nuzlocke. We're going to keep the randomizer Nuzlocke going for now. Mainly because I would like a fresh cut if we're going to say, you know what, screw it, we're done with one or the other. That's the big thing, right? But we need to figure that out. I guess the biggest question is, would you as a viewer much prefer to see a Nuzlocke or a randomizer? Because I feel like if I'm going to do one, it's like I'm not going to do the other. Because maybe even a Nuzlocke might be a little bit too much for me. I mean, I might be able to pull it off, knowing some things won't be randomized. Do you want to simply play Radical Red without... No. Minimal grinding. We turn that on. I'm sure that definitely helped out, but I don't... I think the biggest thing with the randomizer is the fact that it's like the NPCs that are considered bosses, they don't get randomized. And that's the thing that really just screws everything up. It makes things especially rough. And that's kind of why I don't want to do a randomizer and a Nuzlocke at the same time. I think doing one or the other will be sufficient. I think if we go randomizer with no Nuzlocke, we'll be like, okay, it's like we just have a bunch of crazy, wild like options, and we need to try and figure out how to make the best team at the best time type of deal. Okay, Bagon, interesting choice. Okay, we're gonna go for all the pseudos. 2 pseudos and okay. Do we go Fire Cat, Ground Dragon, or Flying Dragon? I kind of want to go Ground Dragon because honestly, Garchomp kind of nuts. I mean, yeah, Boo-hoo, 4 times weak to ice, but that's most dragons, right? But Litten's really cool. But the problem is it's all randomized, so I can't trust Litten to actually have good moves. So I think I'd rather have the high BST. So we're gonna go a little Land Shark boy. And when we get a Land Shark, you know what we're gonna name it. His name is JF.
I am the hype!
It's like I don't have anything because I'm on the phone. Happy birthday. Appreciate you, PX. You did not have to do that, but I really do appreciate it. Also, Hype Train? Oh, wait, it's Hype Train level 1, 62% through, so I don't know if a Hype Train's technically going or not. Because do you have to get through level 1 for it to actually become a Hype Train? I don't know how Hype Trains work anymore. They've really changed things up. Alright, what are we looking at? Friend Guard reduces damage done to allies. So you're going to be good for double battles. It only knows refresh, chat. Well, that does us no good. All right, send it back. I'm so glad I looked at that before going into the actual battle. Because if I would have actually tried to go into that, probably would have been upset. All right, well, if this luck continues for the next 20 minutes, we're going to go straight into I think we're going to go for a normal randomizer first, just to see if it feels that much more different or not. Because maybe if I'm not dealing with randomized BS, maybe the Nuzlocke will feel a little bit easier. Alright. I think that's another thing that I hate about this, is having to go through this whole, I gotta name myself, I gotta name the rival every single time. Also, one thing I want to do is I want to double check all the starters so I can figure out, okay, what is the best option for like a starting Pokemon. Because if I can get something set up where I can have like a pretty safe like first couple of battles, like if I go Swampert, like I'll be pretty well set for Surge and Brock, right? Like if I go for that line, Like that will feel as like especially good. And that also would end up covering Blaine and Giovanni as well. I'm trying to think like who else could like technically be good. Like Misty kind of throws a wrench into things because you definitely don't realistically want a fire type. Because I don't think any of them really get anything except for like maybe Delphox would be psychic, which that could be cool. Ooh, okay. Do we go a Galarian? I think we go Galarian Articuno, right? I think we go with the legendary, right? All right, welcome back, PX. All right, now let me scroll back through to make sure. Okay, so I didn't like any of the Switch games besides the Diamond and Pearl remakes. I mean, personally, I hated the Diamond and Pearl remakes, but that's also because I hated Diamond and Pearl, and I think they're the weakest of all of the mainline Pokemon games. I heard Platinum's really good and it fixes a lot of the problems, but I've never... Well, I've played Platinum, but the copy of Platinum I got was a used copy and it wouldn't hold a save, so I ended up taking it back in for a refund, so I never actually like played Platinum, which I should probably do at some point. Birthday stream? Yes, Fuzz. It is officially my birthday today. We're gonna probably do more of a birthday-esque stream this Sunday, and by birthday-esque I mean more so of like I'm just gonna be doing a longer stream. It's like I don't have anything crazy planned like I did the past 2 years. Just I don't know, felt like having a slightly more quiet birthday, you know? But how you doing, Fuzz? How is your Tuesday? I mean, Let's Go was too easy for everybody. That one was very specifically made for kids. I loved it because it was cute. It was fun. It's like the art style was great. I really enjoyed it for what it was. But yeah, if you were looking for a challenge, Let's Go, never. I don't understand how you found Legends Arceus boring. Like are probably one of my favorite, if not currently my favorite of the like mainline Pokemon games, if you will. Sword and Shield, I think it gets too much hate. Personally, there's definitely some things that are wrong with it for sure. Like the first DLC, it's boring. The first DLC is boring. Like Urshifu, cool, but literally the story and all that just blah. Second DLC, I think that one's phenomenal. I think they did a great job with that DLC. And when it comes to Sword and Shield as a whole, the only thing that they really messed up was like the end game with this weird Sword and Shield brothers. Like that whole thing was stupid. Oh, we always talk on Pokemon games here. All right, we're gonna go simple. This one's Bird. Because as of right now, in this scenario, in this alternate universe, we have no idea the size of birds. Buzz, thank you so much for the birthday sub. I appreciate it. All right, Bird. Do you at least have some moves that I can work with? Primordial Sea. Okay. All right, what do you got going on? Disarm, Cry, Moonblast, and Aqua Tail. Ooh, okay. All right, this bird might have something here, folk. All right, let's see. Juicy Ajor's Arceus. Like I personally said, one of mine. Didn't read the title. It's all good, homie. It is all good. I don't expect everyone to read the title. I just put it there for the occasional person to look. Platinum is great. I will be streaming a randomizer Nuzlocke for that soon. Hell yeah, I'll look forward to that. I can finally do that stuff again with the new PC. Nice. Love to hear that. My problem with Legends Arceus was too boring regarding the grind. Like I made 4 quests and I had to farm random Pokemon for 2 hours because my level was too low. So, like, at least for me, like, when I first started, I would say that, like, oh, well, aren't you but a bitch? Golbat out here like, oh, it's super wet out, but I got dry skin, so you can't get me more wet. Like, fuck you, Golbat. Piece of shit. I guess we're gonna Moonblast this thing and hope we kill it. But like, with my ADD like type of brain, which I don't actually, I'm not diagnosed with ADD. I'm just assuming that I got some form of that because again, neuro spicy up in this bitch. I'm not diagnosed in any way, but there's definitely something not normal up in here. I just went like absolutely buck wild, running around, just throwing pokeballs at anything and everything that I could. I will say, like when I was first playing it, I was super into it and I really loved it. But and like my thought process was, oh hey, I definitely want to I want to like 100% the Pokedex, not just like, oh yeah, I catch every single Pokemon, but like 100% the Pokedex of like, you catch enough of them to like, it's like, and you do enough of the certain moves a certain way and all that blah blah blah. Like, yeah, after a certain point, I got to the point where like, this is just too much. This is too much for me. I like what they're doing. I understand what they're doing, but after a certain point, it's like, it becomes too much. All right. Also, I'm going to speed this up because I don't think we can Moonblast this enough unless we... Oh, it's healing from the dry skin. Oh my god. All right, if we somehow make it through this, like, I'm going to need like at least like 3 crits to make this happen. Because it healing every so often is like really killing me. Oh my god, I don't know how we did it, but we made it out. Jesus. I need LinkedIn to stop trying to send me back to college. Yeah, LinkedIn do like to be trying to do that. I do love the Pokemon grind. I don't know what it is about it, but Pokemon just got its hooks in me. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I love grinding, but hours of doing the same thing is just too boring. One of the reasons why I hate... So I'm not a big fan of MMOs either. I feel like that becomes... Like, a lot of MMOs become too samey, right? I didn't get that specific feeling with Legends Arceus. I could understand how you could get that feeling or how others could probably get that feeling, but I know I myself personally did not get that feeling, right? You need to call the next Pokemon Angie. Like the cute one will be angry, but we could probably do that. We could probably do that. Alright, let's get Oak his balls so we can start the actual Nuzlocke portion of this. But yeah, maybe I'll put a pull up on Twitter and on YouTube to be like, all right, if you had to pick one, would you rather see a normal play, like a basic playthrough but a randomizer, or a non-randomized Nuzlocke? Because I could see this going 2 different ways. Like, I feel like the Nuzlocke might still drive me nuts because of just how rough some of these boss battles are and not being able to heal during them. So maybe you're just a randomizer to like just make things a little bit more chaotic, but I can ram my head against a wall, and then, like, maybe next time we play through, then we can do a Nuzlocke, because I'll be like, okay, I actually know what's about to come up, type of deal. I don't know. I just wasn't ready to have to see. Yeah. I'm looking forward to Legends ZA. Ooh, Tangle Growth. Okay, I feel like we've had a Tangle Growth on the team before. Alright, we're gonna go Disarming Cry because this shouldn't do nearly as much damage. Imagine you send Angie into... It had Dragon Rage! God damn it. Uh, Love it. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna end this episode here. It's gonna be a little bit of a shorter one, but you know what? You know what? It's good. It's fine. I think I'm gonna try just a regular Nuzlocke. I'm gonna take away the randomization of things. I think I'm still gonna put the minimal grinding on because you know I don't want to have to like just suffer through grinding to try and get everything just perfect, right? And depending on how that Nuzlocke goes, maybe we'll give like regular Nuzlocke a try a handful of times, see if we can get a couple runs going, type of deal, blah 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 blah. But yeah. If that doesn't work, then we'll go randomizer, but no Nuzlocke. Either way, we'll figure it out. But either way, YouTube, if you've made it this far in the video, thank you for your time. Really do appreciate it. Like I said at the beginning, like, sub, all that fun stuff. Either way, we're gonna give a non-randomized Nuzlocke a try, and hopefully maybe that goes better. But you know, we'll see. Either way, once again, thank you for your time. Truly do appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next one.